Very fun.
Wouldn't mind going back to it, except I don't think we get around to it tonight. They showed it to me when I was in Lavuka. It's a very long stalk, right? And this is a good time to plant Kava because it's in short supply and they're exporting it all over the world.
This is what we have for you.
And that's Taro leaf, right?
Yeah. This one is Taro.
Right. What a lot of it. It's enough to feed a whole family.
It's like a pizza.
How do you bake it? Do you put it in the ground or traditional style? Cover it up in the ground? Or?
Cover it with soil again.
And leave it there inside?
Keep it there for about, say, 45 minutes or so.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's enough? Just to, with hot stones?
Hot stone.
So you did that this morning?
Yeah. We got corned beef and lolo, coconut milk, inside it. It's like pizza.
It's delicious.
And you know this, do you? This is made of coconut.
Right.
Yeah.
In the old days, to chew the kava, people actually chewed it, didn't they? To soften it before. Now you just pound it.
Yeah, pound it.
People say that chewing was the best way.
Maybe I haven't tried it. Want to start drinking Kava now?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what. Okay. So this is my ritual introduction to drinking Kava.
Shall we start now?
Okay. Do I have to do any special courtesies or anything like that? What do I have to have clap hands or something?
Before I give you the
I see.
and
Twice.
3 times. That shows appreciation.
you're gonna try.
You're going to do that too. Okay. So I clap 3 times, right? Thank you.
First time you take it.
Maybe I don't realize how potent this is until oh, I forgot to clap after I've read it.
That's better.
Wow. I think once we've done it once, that's enough. We don't have to clap.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to finish all this? All of this stuff? It's got a lot of Kava here.
You have to drink as soon after it's finished. You can sit a while and go.
Oh, I see. While it takes effect.
Only do this. We people want to eat
This is too bad. You have to take all night to do that. Okay.
Just sit around talk.
Then you can't stand up after that.
After 2 or 3 hours maybe, you can feel it.
Maybe first time I'll begin to feel it a little bit early.
It's time for you to drink. Sitting on the it here. It's mostly only for me.
They like me. Foreign blood, new taste. I'm glad I haven't left Fiji without having cards. That would have been very... Yeah, I think one cup actually. Nice swallow the cup. Right. That's sufficient.
Not like here, you drink, you sip a bit.
You couldn't drink beer as fast as you drink cars.
I think you can't drink Kava as fast as you can.
Really? You think that Kava actually is more difficult to drink as fast as beer?
The taste is not good.
It's bitter. It's certainly not the tastiest drink I've ever drunk. Maybe the effect is stronger.
Weakens you. Weakens your body. Yes, we were warned last year. They find you washing your car with tap water.
That was me? Thank you. Alright. That means I get to drink more than anyone else. I started every time. As long as I only have one every time, yeah. As long as I don't finish it as well.
I do like when you were driving down.
When I was in Ruka, I walked all around Ruka. I went down to the old cemetery, and then I went up to Waielu, you know Waielu, where the Solomon Island village.
Malelai.
Waielu, yeah.
One right up there.
Yeah, I went up to the village, and
Cool. Going up to the...
yeah, I got mixed up because I know this guy Peter, the bus driver, who's Solomon Island, and he got drunk in the Overloud Club, and he made me promise to go to his village. And I must have been so drunk myself, I didn't understand which village, so I thought he said he lived near the waterfall, and it was north of Maluka. In fact, it's more or less west of the Maluka, because it's just behind the Maluka. So I went north up the road, and I asked where the Solomon Islands were, because he said there were Solomon Islands in this village. And they said, Wilelai. So I went up to Wilelai, and I asked for Peter's wife, family, and nobody had... They knew Peter, but nobody knew of his wife. Anyway, they began to think I'd invented the story just on an excuse to go slumming in their village, so I was quite embarrassed. And I was going to apologize to them, but they said no. Stay around, and then they tried to entertain me, so they took me up to the gun room, you know, the big artillery room. What a climb, my God, through dense jungle. They all took these huge knives, and they were cutting their way through this jungle, and we were covered in mosquitoes. And they went to a lot of trouble, and I thought, oh God, what have I done? just because some stupid foreigner arriving in their village, they go to all this trouble. So we went up to this rock, and I had some beautiful views of the whole coast, like the north. And then we slithered down the hill, very wet, and I got totally covered in mud. we slithered back down the hill to the village again. And they played my guitar. Fantastic. Wonderful video. This was in the middle of the afternoon. And we sat around. I got the video of them. And then when they finished, one guy had a video with a Hitachi portable generator. So he wired up the video with the generator, and I plugged in my video. And unfortunately, the signal didn't quite match. They couldn't see the color, but they could get the black and white, and they could get the sound. So everybody enjoyed watching themselves on the video. And I was very lucky. The whole holiday was like that. I kept meeting people who were very, very kind. And I'd say when I went to the first thing they said to me was, "We come have some lunch." So lunch I videoed the whole family, and then we sat around and all watched the video. Everybody watched through the eyepiece because nobody had a video of the village. And then I promised I would send them the video, which I was address the guy I went to, whose house I went to. And, well, those are two of the best things that happened when I was there. I just wandered around. You know the old lady who works in the Royal Hotel, Mabel, her name? Well, yeah. She's quite a character. Her family is a very famous sporting family. She was a national representative in hockey.
Yeah.
Her husband was national in rugby. And her three sons have all been national representatives in soccer. It must be the most famous family in Fiji. I said, Mabel, why didn't you tell the press about it? Why didn't you write a story about it? Because it's so interesting. I can't think of any other family in Fiji has that many famous sportsmen. Actually, Mabel is difficult to get to know because she's very, very hard working. And she doesn't say very much. By a funny coincidence, I actually got to see Mabel's house. She didn't know this. But then I had to tell her afterwards. What happened was, I was watching rugby, sitting next to me on the bench was soccer. There was this tall guy, he's about 6'4".
With beard?
Yeah. He comes from... Yeah. And he's staying in Mabel's house.
Yeah.
So we got to talking, and I said, I'm fed up with the Royal Hotel because I'm stuck in the dormitory. There's nowhere else to go. All these backpackers come through, and I don't even have the key for the dormitory. I don't feel safe because maybe the backpackers won't take anything, but the doors are open. It just gives me an uncomfortable feeling. In any case, I can't sleep at night because they're always getting up at 4:30 in the morning to catch the bus back. So he said, well, I've got this house, which really belongs to Mabel, but I'm the only one staying. And he said, if you'd like to move in there, but you'd have to ask Mabel first. And so I said, okay, let's go and have a look at the house. So I went with him down to the village and met the second son who lives next door. You know all these people. It's a small world. It's very friendly. And we sat talking until quite late. And then I thought, I got the feeling that actually Mabel wouldn't really like me to stay there. This is her private house. It's a private world with all the photographs on the wall, the family way back. So I thought, no, I'll just go and explain to her. I'm sorry I intruded into your house. I was just curious to go and see you. And I explained what she was all about. Because I said how fascinating I was about her family being so famous. She is so hard working.
part home.
I guess she is. When I first saw her, I wasn't sure whether she's sort of full-blooded.
No.
She's Eurasian, a bit like myself. I'm Eurasian too. What do I clap 3 times? Thank you. So I really got to like the hookah very much when I was there, but I thought if I stay much longer, I won't like it so much, I'll never be able to do it. So I thought, maybe I'll give Suva another chance if it stopped raining, I'll go back and see Suva again. It's okay, past 7. But I like the overlap part. They had a talent contest on Friday night.
Talent
In the town hall. And I was a bit late, I was about 5:30, and it was absolutely very town hall. There was stand in the back. So I was quite prepared to stand back, but the moment they saw the video, they went and pushed one kid out of his seat in the front, and I was saying, no, please, this is embarrassing. They made me work all the way to the front, so I could sit with my video camera, and I got all the acts. That's some of the hookah on there. Maybe
I don't understand.
they're fine, thanks. And that's the root of the taro, isn't it?
Yes.
And the leaves you cook separately.
Fish is the leaves.
So the taro is a very useful plant.
Yeah.
Is that the staple food of Fiji? Is that the food that most people eat in the villages?
Yes.
That's we make fish.
Uh-huh.
Once we have a feast, we make fish out of it.
To me, it's difficult to to see the difference between that root and some of the other roots that you have, like cassava, right? Cassava is a different taste.
Yeah, cassava is different.
Uh-huh.